Oh, hi there. I didn't see you walk in. Hi, my name is Dr. Sexy. I'm here to test the stability of your mental. Yes. So we're gonna start with question 1. Okay? Are you attracted? Are you into Billie Eilish? Yes? Okay. Does true crime or maybe horror movies pique your interest? They do. Okay. What about people like, or fiction, I should say, like Ghostface, Michael Myers, Jason, killers? They do. Okay. Let's see if this is something that you would be into. Okay. Let's say Billie Eilish is chasing you through the woods. She's a killer, like Ghostface, Michael Myers, Jason, along that spectrum, that group of audience. She's chasing you, and she's trying to do things to you in the woods. Are you into that? You are. Code red! We got a crazy one up in here. Call him. Guys, I just heard somebody getting fucking code red put on them for Billie. Ugh. What is up, you freaky homosexuals, and welcome back to another video. Right, me to summarize. CTT. And I told y'all that there was a killer version one that I wanted to read for y'all. Well, it's Halloween. It's October. We finna read that, yeah. Stop, wait, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Follow my Instagram and Snap, and turn on post notifications to get notified when I post a new video. Without further ado, let's get right into this video. This is also from Write Me to Sunrise. This is chapter 5, and it's called There's Another Side That You Don't Know. Summary. After a love cheerleader is brutally murdered in the summer of 24, Gianna finds comfort in the girl's best friend, Billie. The two use each other as a distraction and as a protection. And we got Billie's fine ass. Hello. She's Billie O'Connell, 21. Gianna Hendricks, 21. She's bad as fuck too. I'm gonna eat her. The chapter will include GP, Billie, public sex, rough sex, choking, knife play, overstimulation, dom sub, slapping, daddy kink, hair pulling, spitting, and dacrophilia. I don't know what the fuck that is. She gave y'all the warning. Y'all keep reading if y'all want to. That's on y'all. I really don't give a damn. Just in, we have confirmed news that 20-year-old Selena Taylor was found dead near the creek last night. Gianna heart drops. There's no way this is really happening. Selena is one of the cheerleaders and she's really respected. Nice to everyone, helps everyone out, and she's just gorgeous. There's no hate in her heart. She went missing yesterday and they end up finding her body near a creek. They say it's a gruesome murder. She was stabbed 43 times. Her neck was split from ear to ear and she was stripped naked.
I said, damn, bitch.
Gianna didn't know her that well, but this makes her skin crawl. That person is still out there and there's no way in hell that this is going to be their last kill. No evidence was found on the body or anywhere, really. No camera footage, nothing. Holy shit, Gianna's roommate, Morgan, gasps when she hears everything that's being told to them on the news. This is some real creepy shit. Poor Selena, she didn't deserve that. People that knew Selena well enough showed up on the TV. Their eyes were filled with tears and it pained Gianna's heart. The fact that they don't know that how Selena died is so painful, and they're going to have to live with that forever, and that really is sad. Gianna sees someone that she knows well enough on the TV.
Who that in the bed? Who that in the bed? You just let this nigga, bro. Hold on.
A girl she shares anatomy class with, Billie. The older girl was always so nice to Gianna and everyone else. Very smart and just full of energy. Billie was never scared to hide the fact that she was born different and she ain't take no shit from nobody. Her and Selena were super close. Gianna thinks the two were best friends even. So damn, Billie was definitely hurt by this and Gianna was gonna have to find a way to give her condolences. This situation is just tough to give condolences.
Have you ever had a dream that you had?
Oh my God. An innocent girl was brutally murdered, and there was just nobody in mind that would do this. I don't even want to hear about this shit no more. Gianna shakes her head and walks away from the TV. People finna talk about this shit for weeks, and I just know they gonna leave out, and I just hope they leave out the gruesome details. She never did well with gory shit like this. Gianna hates blood, and the idea of pain being inflicted on you like that literally gives her these tingles that she hates. Almost feels like she can feel the stab herself. It's weird, and Gianna hates it. And summer just started. Morgan sighs. Everyone's packing up today and leaving tomorrow and shit. I heard she was finna go on a trip. Mad excited. Like, that's fucked up, bro. She was only 20. That's bogus. Gianna shakes her head. You never know when your life will be taken away from you, and that's what hurts. That's exactly why Gianna is always cautious and makes sure she tells her loved one that she loves them. Never know when your last day is, and that's true. Y'all better make sure y'all tell your people y'all love them. I want to give my condolences to Billie, Gianna says. Is that crazy? We only really talked at parties, but barely. I just know how close her and Selena were. I want to give my condolences too, Morgan replies. When do you think we should? Whenever we see her. Of course, when people started finding out the passing of Selena, they wanted to do a little something for her, like candles, speak some words, and just give comfort to one another. When Gianna sees it on social media, she knew she was gonna go. Gianna spoke to Selena once in a while, but the two always had a nice conversation. Selena was the nicest girl ever, and the fact that she was brutally murdered like that makes no sense. The pain that she went through. They said she had defensive wounds on her hands, which means she fought back. She didn't want to die. Damn. Gianna brushes the thoughts out of her head because she would drive herself crazy. She just finishes packing up to go home for a break and starts getting ready to go to the event they're holding for Selena. She throws on a hoodie, shorts, and her Yeezy slides. They're holding the event at the front of the school, so her and Morgan start walking over there. When they get there, there's so much people already here. There's people talking to each other, people crying, and people putting down flowers and writing things since they created a little thing for Selena at the front gate of the school. This is already making Gianna sad. The fact that everybody got together for someone's death. She scans over the crowd, and then Gianna sees Billie, and that's when tears start forming at her eyes. The black hair girl is standing in front of a picture of Selena, and she's just there crying. Someone is next to her, rubbing her back up and down. She just looks like she's been crying since she's heard the news. It pains Gianna because she wouldn't know how to react if Morgan was to die. I see Billie, Gianna tells Morgan. Like, is it appropriate to approach her? Girl, Morgan kisses her teeth. Let's go. The two make their way through the crowd to make their way to Billie. When the two approach her, it's like Billie felt their presence because she turned around. Her eyes immediately fall on Gianna, and the two make eye contact. Billie's eyes are bloodshot red, and they're so fucking puffy. Her nose is red as Rudolph, and she just looks so tired. This makes Gianna start tearing up, and tears slowly start falling down her face. Billie watches the tears fall before her eyes go back up to meet Gianna's, smiling softly when she realizes who she's staring at. Why are you smiling, Billie? Trying to fuck me? I was like, the first person I thought of was you. Gianna sniffles. I hope you don't think it's weird. I just can't imagine the pain you're going through right now. Losing a best friend. I just wanted to give my condolences, and I'm sorry that it happened. Billie watches as Gianna breaks down in tears, and Morgan begins rubbing her back. Gianna just feels a lot of emotions, but Billie doesn't seem to mind. She starts crying again. I don't think it's weird, Billie replies. She pulls Gianna into a hug, and the two just stand there. Thank you for thinking of me. Means a lot. Thank you. Of course, Gianna clears her throat, pulling back from the hug. Morgan and Billie exchange some words and hug. Gianna just can't stop her tears from falling because damn. Gianna always saw Billie smiling, laughing, and just goofing off all the time. To see her cry and her face to be so sad, it brings pain to Gianna's heart. Nobody should ever have to feel like this. More people end up coming. Gianna was completely destroyed when Selena's parents and sister showed up. Just full on sobbing. Watching as Selena's little sister just stared at the pictures of her, wondering where her sister was. Oh my God. And her parents just holding each other and trying to keep it together. That is so sad. Her parents went to the front to make a speech about Selena, about how she grew up and the person she was that nobody else knew but them. They talked about her love for people, animals, her love for dancing and cheerleading. They talked about how she always got good grades and made sure she reached the expectation. And now it's Billie's turn to go up and say a few words. She's holding a candle and a lighter, while everybody else is in the crowd holding a candle. Hey, Billie begins. Her voice is rough and raspy for all the crying she's been doing. First, I just want to thank everyone for coming. You guys really showed out for Lena, and just thank you. Also to her parents, my second family, I'm so sorry for your loss. Selena loved you three very much. Talked about y'all every chance she got. Always kissed a family picture of you guys before she goes to sleep, and she prayed for you all. I'm so sorry. Billie puts her head down as tears starts falling down her face again. Her brother, Phineas, stands beside her and rubs her back up and down, a small frown on his face. If you knew me and Lena, you would know how close her and I were. She was my very first friend here, and the first day we met, we never stopped hanging out after that. Selena was my comfort, my shoulder to cry on, and my best friend. Billie looks up and makes eye contact with Gianna. Gianna has big, pouty eyes as tears stream down her face, hearing the words Billie has to say. Billie doesn't look away as she continues to speak. We talked about our future. She talked about becoming a dancer and being a choreographer for a lot of celebrities. Talked about how she would buy me a Chanel purse when she got rich. She cracks a little smile and Gianna reciprocates a gesture. Selena always thought that she would die of old age with her children, her grandchildren, and their children by her side. That is so sad. My Shayla. A slight shiver goes down Gianna's spine because she swears Billie's eyes got a little darker despite the sad face her eyes start forming into this look. Fuck no, baby.
A little less swearing wouldn't hurt you. Fuck no. Seriously. Fuck no, baby.
She didn't deserve to get her life taken this way. Billie clenches and unclenches her jaw, skimming the crowd with her eyes. She didn't deserve to be stabbed 43 fucking times, left naked like she was nothing but a goddamn object. And Selena was everything but that. She makes eye contact with Gianna again. Okay, Billie, you didn't have to go into detail why her family there, because that was really disrespectful, Billie. Calm down. Calm down.
I don't know. Calm down. Calm down.
She had her throat slit from ear to ear and through near the creek like she was nothing. Like she meant nothing. Like she was nothing. When in reality, Selena was worth everything and more. She should be here right now, celebrating the fact that she's about to go on vacation and how much recognition she got from being a cheerleader. Billie, why you say all that in front of her parents or her family? Selena's mom stood next to Billie and held their hands together, supporting Billie so she can be able to finish talking and not completely break down. So we're gonna light our candles in memory of Selena Naomi Taylor. We forever is gonna say her name and will find the son of a bitch that did this to her. Billie finished. She lights her candle and then puts her flame against Selena's mom and Selena's dad candle so they can go around lighting everybody else's. They began playing Selena's favorite song, Pink Plus White by Frank Ocean, softly as they went around lighting everyone's candles. When everybody's candle was lit, everyone stood silent for 5 minutes. All you hear was the grasshoppers chirping and the wind blowing. Everyone was supposed to have their head down, but when Gianna looks up, she sees Billie staring directly at her. Stop staring at me. What? Billie. The black-haired girl throws a soft smile to Gianna and puts her head down. Billie, stop.
Fresh lemonade, freshly squeezed.
Billie.
Heart eating a pie.
Billie, stop.
Can't get enough.
When the moment of silence was over, everyone walked over to the little memorial area for Selena and set their candles down. It was already decorated with flowers, pictures, and letters. She was loved. Hey, Billie approaches Gianna and Morgan after the little service for Selena's done. What are you guys up to after this? We're gonna go back to the dorm and smoke, Morgan tells Billie. Wanna join us? Sure. The three of them began walking to the dorm. They're gonna smoke in Morgan's car because the dorm isn't a really good spot to smoke. Sometimes it's harder getting the smell out on some days. So Morgan tells Gianna and Billie to wait in the car while she runs up to her room to grab her shit to smoke with. So Billie and Gianna get in the car while they wait for Morgan to come back down. Do you plan on staying here for a little or going back home? Gianna asks, trying to make conversation. Going back home, Billie replies. We live in the same neighborhood. I was with Selena one time during Christmas break and we saw you come out of the store, the one across the street from the Chinese place. Oh, really? Gianna smiles. That's crazy. I've never seen you around. You're a homebody, huh? Billie nods and hides her face a little. Gianna smiles softly because it seems like Billie has stopped crying, and that's a good thing because her crying face is so heartbreaking. We can hang out during the summer, go on drives, smoke if you want to, you know? Gianna continues. All of this shit is scary, and you never know who the killer might kill next. It could be people close to Selena, so you can't be by yourself. Billie smiles a little because Gianna's voice started getting protective. It's not funny, I'm serious. I don't want to see your body like that. That's not fair. Nobody deserves that. Okay, Billie says softly. I'm mostly at home anyways, but I'm down to hang out. It'll feel good to do something and distract myself so I don't think about the murder scene pictures all the time. Just horrible. Gianna starts tearing up again. Like, who does that to someone that continues with her life? Just leaves her there naked and open and out in the open. You're right. She is more than that. Billie leans over from the back seat and uses her thumb to wipe away Gianna's tears. Gianna looks at Billie, but her eyes are following the tears, watching as they drop on Gianna's leg.
I see your man post a quote and a pic in bed, so I hit the.
Billie looks up at her and her eyes turn a little darker, sending the same shivers on her spine just like earlier at the service. She keeps her thumb right there as Gianna's tears keep falling. I agree, is all she says. Morgan comes back in the car and frowns her eyebrows when she sees her best friend crying. Gianna is a really emotional person, as you can see. Morgan chuckles. I swear she cries more than anybody else. Yeah? Billie asks, tilting her head. She looks over to Gianna, who nods. You cry a lot? The brown-haired girl nods once again. Honestly, keep crying. You're a cute crier. You think I'm pretty? Oh, you haven't seen me like sob, Gianna says. I swear to God, I look hideous. It's not coming down my nose over here gasping for air and shit. Oh, I doubt it. Billie laughs. Well, hopefully you won't have to see my ugly crying. It'll traumatize you. Gianna chokes with her. Billie laughs once again and licks her lips. She looks over to Gianna, staring right in her eyes. We wouldn't want you crying like that now, would we? Billie asks and Gianna shakes her head.
It's my birthday. About to eat this cupcake. I'm about to fuck this cupcake.
What?
No, I'm on the phone.
The three of them start smoking and quietly listening to music. Billie was on the aux and she wanted to listen to Selena's favorite song, and of course Morgan let her. Wasn't no way she was gonna say no. They stay out in the car for about 2 hours. Morgan is just quiet while Gianna and Billie bond. She jumps in the combo here and there, but she goes mute when she's high. But it seems like Billie isn't really thinking much about the death of her best friend, and it's all because of Gianna. Morgan knew the two of them were gonna get along. Thank you guys for this. Billie smiles when their smoke session is over. I really needed this. I just met y'all and you guys have healed a little part of me already. Thank you. Of course, Gianna smiles. I'll continue being here for you. We can have smoke sessions anytime. Billie's dorm isn't too far from here, but Gianna insists on walking with her. It's dark outside and it's not safe for anybody to be walking outside alone. She doesn't want anybody else to wind up dead. I really appreciate you, Gigi. The nickname slips out of Billie's mouth easily, but Gianna doesn't mind. Why are you saying my nickname? Oh, I don't know you like that. Don't do that. I would usually be with Selena right now, singing our heads off, smoking or eating. We did everything together. I can't imagine losing Morgan, Gianna sighs. I would lose my mind, I feel like. Even with her being in pain makes me so fucking emotional. And to know you lost your person just most hurt. Like, I can't imagine. You don't deserve to go through something like that. Thank you. Billie smiles. She wraps her arm around Gianna's shoulder as they continue walking. It's super quiet now, but there's other people walking outside. They stop to say their condolences to Billie and they continue walking. When they stop in front of the building, Billie turns to look at Gianna. Thank you for protecting me. It's cute, you know that? And now you're gonna walk back by yourself? I told Morgan to swing around and come pick me up, Gianna replies. Last thing I want to do is die. And we wouldn't want that, Gigi. Billie waits for Morgan to come with her car to make her way inside. Leaving Gianna outside by herself is risky. No one wants to hear about another death after just losing somebody last night. The following days, Billie and Gianna are attached to the hip. They go back home and they're with each other all the time. Billie is mostly at Gianna's house and the two smokes, talk, sing their hearts out to songs, and eat. Gianna likes how happy Billie is. Even though Selena's funeral is coming up, it seems like Billie has gotten her heavy tears out, and now it's just slow, small tears. She does cry every day, but it wasn't like it was the first 2 days. Gianna would just sit there with her and cry, not knowing how to comfort somebody in a situation like this. They met each other's parents, and Gianna met Phineas. Gianna's parents decided to go to the funeral also because they met Billie and loved her immediately. They also just felt so much pain for her, and that's exactly why Gianna is so emotional, because of them. The day of the funeral comes. Morgan, Billie, and Gianna decide to go together. Morgan isn't as close to Billie, but they have spent moments by themselves and they get along really well. Everyone just played a part in Billie's healing process, filling the empty space that should have been for Selena. The funeral was a mess. When Gianna saw Selena's body, it didn't even look like her. She had to be covered in so much makeup because of the stab wounds. They had to put gloves on her and a long sleeve dress with a turtleneck so nothing would show. Billie went insane as soon as she seen Selena's body. She fell on the floor, and Gianna held her up by her upper body as she cried out for her best friend, begging, "Why? Why? Why?" Gianna just stood there and cried with Billie, not being able to continue to look at Selena. Her parents were a complete mess. Her little sister just sat there and was comforted by other people as she finally realized what happened to her sister. There was not 1 second where somebody wasn't crying. Gianna just stood by Billie's side and made sure she was okay. When they made their way to the graveyard, Billie was one of the people holding the casket. They blasted Selena's favorite songs as they put the casket into the car, and everybody started walking to the graveyard. They got there and put flowers on the casket. People were suddenly crying as they began lowering Selena's body underground. Hopefully they got enough information to try to catch the person that killed her. "I can't cry anymore," Billie sighed, shaking her head. She's in the car with Morgan and Gianna to take a little smoke break. "Like, I just physically can't. I've been crying for a whole week straight. My body is tired." "That's okay," Gianna comforts her, pouting slightly. "Do whatever you need to do to help you heal. We'll understand." Billie looks up at Gianna. "Do whatever you need to do to heal," Gianna said. "We'll understand." The black-haired girl tilted her head to the side, frowning her eyebrow before a soft smile forms on her face. "Thank you, Gigi." She continued to smile. "I think I'll do just that." What do you mean? "What do you mean, Billie?" They continue to smoke, and at this point, Billie doesn't want to go back inside. She doesn't want to cry anymore. She's tired of wearing black. She wants to get away from all of this, and she hopes Selena understands. "You mind driving me home?" Billie asks Morgan, and she shakes her head. "Let me just go to the bathroom. Don't leave me." "I won't," Morgan laughs. Billie walks out of the car and makes her way inside. Gianna watches her walk inside and sighs. "This is just so sad." She shakes her head. "This is low-key sick to say, but like, I don't mean it in that way, but..." Gianna cuts off when Billie's phone begins ringing. Morgan looks down and sees that a random number is calling her. She hangs up so Gianna can continue, but then the random number calls again. "Is this Billie's number?" Morgan asks, showing Gianna the phone, and Gianna shakes her head. "Who the fuck?" She hangs up once again, and the number calls her again. "Okay, I'm finna answer because this shit pissing me off." She presses the green button and puts her phone to her ear. "Why you keep calling me?" "Hello, Morgan." A raspy, chilly voice says, a familiar voice. Not like a familiar voice of someone she knows, but the voice sounds very familiar. "Who is this?" Morgan asks, getting an uneasy feeling in her pit of her stomach. "What's your favorite scary movie?" No fucking way. Morgan is quick to hang up her phone and throws it on the floor. Gianna furrows her eyebrows in confusion, watching as Morgan starts breathing heavily and her eyes start gathering tears. "What?" Gianna asks. "What is it, Morgan?" I think that was the killer," Morgan whispers, and Gianna's eyes widen. "The killer is Ghostface, Gianna. There is a Ghostface in New York." "That's not funny." "You're joking." The young girl laughs nervously, but the tears falling down Morgan's face tell Gianna she's not joking. We have to tell the police." "I mean, fuck. What is there to tell?" Morgan cries. "All they said was my name and asked what my favorite scary movie is. As if somebody was fucking with me. That's sick." Billie gets in the car, and when she sees Morgan crying, she gets confused. "What?" "We have a ghost face here," Morgan tells her, and Billie tilts her head confused. "I just got a call. You know, Slasher Ghostface from the movies? I just got a call with that voice asking me what my favorite movie is. Does this fucking mean I'm next? Does this mean I'm about to die? Start driving to my house now. Right now, Billie demands. Before Morgan can pull off, Gianna's mom and dad come to the car. Gianna, we need you inside for a bit. What? Why? Somebody wants to talk to you, love. Come on. Her dad tells her. Gianna looks at Morgan and Billie, who both nod. Gianna sighs and she says bye to them before getting out of the car. Billie jumps in the front and Morgan speeds her way to Billie's house. I don't trust this. They get there and the two girls run inside. Thankfully, no one's home because her parents and Phineas are still at the funeral. But it's also a kind of bit of scary because it's only them there. Morgan just got a call from Ghostface himself. Ghostface knows where people live. He won't stop till he kills somebody, and Morgan wants no parts, especially seeing Selena's body. We have to gather fucking evidence that the person who called you is the person who killed Selena. Billie tells Morgan and she nods. I will not leave your side any day. I will record calls if Ghostface calls you back. We're gonna get this son of a fucking bitch, okay? Wait. And they will not lay a hand on us, okay? Okay. Morgan sniffles, nodding. It's crazy that she's reassuring Morgan after just seeing her best friend's dead body. Billie just has the kindest heart, and it's crazy they weren't this close before. You can't die either. I won't let you. You're really important to me now, and I will lose my mind. So stay alive. I will. Billie smiles. Why are you smiling? Why are you smiling, Billie? The two end up smoking a blunt in Billie's room and they're blasting music. Billie ends up going downstairs because one of Selena's friends that doesn't live in the States called her telling Billie she just found out about Selena's passing. Morgan is scrolling through her phone until she gets a random call from the same number. Her heart starts beating. She puts the music down. Billie's laptop is open, so she goes to the camera roll to record. She doesn't want to interrupt the conversation right now. As long as Billie is in the same house, Morgan feels safe. What do you want? Morgan asks when she picks up the phone, putting it on speaker. I just want to know what your favorite scary movie is. Ghostface responds, all the Insidious movies. There you go. Ah. The voice is so fucking creepy. Interesting. Didn't take you as an insidious type of girl, Morgan Johnson. He knows her first and last name. What the fuck do you want from me, huh? Morgan asks. You already took the life of an innocent girl. You killed Selena. Did I? Or did she do it herself? I gutted that bitch like a whore. Should have heard her perfect screams, her pretty eyes as she started crying. Fuck, this crying turned me on.
I'm not free. I'm straight. I like.
Ghostface continues. Ghostface! Baby! Hold on! Y'all see the recoil? Morgan just got a confession and she's recording. Perfect. Why do you look so happy right now, Morgan? What? What? Behind you. She turns around and then she sees him, Ghostface. Morgan screams as he lunges at her with a knife, but Morgan throws herself off the bed, starting her escape. She gets up quickly and she starts crying out for Billie as she runs out of the room, trying to make it out of the front door. Bitch, it is Billie. Where the fuck Billie at? Where's she at? When her hand touches the doorknob, she feels a sharp sting to her back. She lets out a pained scream as she stabs a second time. Morgan's legs get weak as she slides to the floor and continues getting stabbed. Her breathing turns into wheezing as Ghostface finally gets off of her, leaving her there to bleed out. The last thing she remembers hearing is a car pull up before the world goes dark for her. Meanwhile, Gianna finally escaped from her parents. She took her mom's car and drives her way towards Billie's house. She gets there and Billie always puts a spare key under the rug for Gianna. So she grabs the key and puts it in the keyhole. And the sight that Gianna sees when she opens the door causes her to drop everything in her hands and she screams. She screams so loud that the neighbors immediately come out of their house rushing to Billie's house. No, 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 she screams, dropping to her knees when she sees her best friend laid out on the floor. Call 911, call 911. Morgan, no. Someone call, somebody call. Please, please. Gianna starts sobbing and people immediately start calling the police. Billie, Billie. Gianna gets up and starts running around the house trying to find Billie. She goes into her room and sees that Billie's computer is open on Apple Play. The Mind Games by Sick Kick was paused and that's it. Billie! Gianna screams. She goes upstairs. When she walks into the guest bedroom, she sees Billie laid out on the bed, blood pooling under her. No, 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 no. Please, not the both of you. Please. Billie, Billie, help. Where's the fucking police? They're gonna fucking die. Ooh, this is some acting. And she starts hearing sirens, and Gianna just stays there as they continue to grab both of their bodies, immediately rushing to the hospital. Gianna was asked questions, but she couldn't even form words. The both of them were stabbed, but it looked like Morgan took it worse. They were still breathing when Gianna arrived, barely. She can't lose the both of them. Absolutely not. Especially Morgan. She should have never went with her parents. She should have stayed with them. It seemed like Ghostface was already in there before they got there, waited for the perfect time to attack. She goes to the hospital, following the ambulance. She immediately notifies her parents, Billie's parents, Phineas, and Morgan's family. They all get there quickly and bombarding Gianna with questions, but she tells them all that she knows. The news goes crazy with this. They find out that the person behind all of this is Ghostface. And of course, people started thinking that shit was sexy because of it being Ghostface. Praising him, saying they hope they won't get caught. But a lot of people were supporting Billie and Morgan, wishing the two of them make it out alive. And they did. They all stayed overnight at the hospital, and when they all got the confirmation that Morgan and Billie were gonna walk out of here soon, Billie was gonna get discharged first because Morgan was stabbed a couple more times than her. So Morgan was gonna stay for a bit, for about 3 days after Billie gets discharged. I don't even remember, Billie says when her and Gianna go to the Morgan's room. Been a week since the incident, and the police are scrambling to find who it is. Any evidence of Morgan's recording that call and her attack is gone. The phone number doesn't trace back to anyone or any location. Nobody has a fucking clue who it is. All I remember is talking, and I felt a sting. Then another one and another one. Then I realized I was being stabbed. I didn't know how to react, so I just took it.
Stop the cap.
Gianna intertwines their fingers together, and Billie gives her a soft smile. I laid there acting like I was dead, Billie continued. And then that's when they made their way downstairs, and I knew Morgan was next. I tried to move, but bro, getting stabbed is painful. I'm shocked I survived that shit. Morgan nods, agreeing with her. Then I heard Morgan screaming, and I tried with everything in me to get up and drag myself down the stairs. If I died, fuck it. She kept screaming and kept calling my name, and I just started crying, so fucking angry I couldn't save her. And then when it went silent, I just started crying, bawling, thinking that she died. I ended up passing out and then waking up here.
Really, nigga?
Before Billie passed out, she just hoped that they could make it out alive so she can tell Morgan she heard her, but wasn't physically able to help. She would have ran downstairs after the first scream if she wasn't stabbed first. I'm just glad you guys are good. Crazy that you healed quickly, Gianna told them. Glad to have you guys back home. This is a whack start to summer. Nigga can't stab for shit, not gonna lie, Morgan scoffs. How can you stab me 10 times and I heal this quickly? Whack ass fucking Ghostface.
She did the finger pound type and say, Glock it.
Stop it, Gianna laughs. Then that motherfucker gonna remove almost everything from Billie's computer like a little bitch. Morgan continues. The day that little bitch ass nigga is found and unmasked, I show him how it feels to be stabbed 10 times, but to die after that.
Fuck them fat bitches! All y'all bad built with 3 cankles and 1 ankle! Don't get a fuck, bitch!
I'll stand there watching, Gianna smiles. They say more before Billie goes back to her room. She ends up getting released 2 days after that, but she has to take things slow. Gianna helps her out a lot when she goes home, and she's there every day. They go visit Morgan, and they help give her updates on the investigation. They have a few suspects, but to Gianna, it looks like a no-go. They're criminals, but none of them have ever committed a crime that's close to murder. I'm gonna go on a walk today, Billie tells Gianna. Take a little hike, drive to the woods, and just walk. We can go, Gianna tells her. She has this feeling in her stomach, but she always feels like they would be good. But she also feels like they would be good. It's the woods. It's not like it's a secluded area where there's a little place to hide. Also, there's only one Ghostface. There's Gianna and Billie together. This time, no separating. Let's go. Nothing's gonna happen to us, I promise. I don't want anything to happen to you, Billie tells her. She already got me and Morgan. I don't want you to be touched.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute.
She, Billie? I will. If you go with me, I'll go. I'll be good, Gianna smiles. Come on. Although the sun is gonna set soon, Gianna feels good. Billie needs to leave the house and go on a walk. The doctor says she should just take it slow when she starts running out of breath. She has to sit down until she catches her breath. Otherwise, she'll start getting sharp pains on her side and she'll have to go to the hospital. all because she got stabbed 5 times. They parked right outside the entry of the woods before making their way down the trail. They both have been in these woods before, but never together. Gianna is wearing shorts with a crop top on. Her tattoos are showing more, and her and Billie had a talk where Gianna explained her tattoos. Meanwhile, Billie is wearing a big sweater with sweats. She has her hands in her pocket as they're walking. Gianna takes a few pictures and videos and the two of them even stop to take a smoke break. Billie just hits about 3 times before letting Gianna finish the rest. They continue walking and it turns completely dark, but Gianna doesn't have that uneasy feeling in her stomach anymore. She's high and she's in the woods. Life feels okay, even though Morgan and Billie almost died, but they didn't. You're getting cold? Billie asks Gianna and she shakes her head. Let me know if you're cold, I'll give you my sweater. Thank you, Gianna smiles. They walk in silence and it leaves Gianna to be deep in her thoughts. She hopes Morgan is okay and will heal from this. She looks at Billie, who's walking perfectly fine, looking like she's deep in her thoughts too. She. Billie said, she. Whenever she mentioned Ghostface, it was always them. You think Ghostface is a girl? Gianna asks and Billie turns to look at her and tilts her head a bit. You said she earlier. You said she already got you and Morgan. Didn't notice I said that. Billie shrugs, turning around and looking down at her feet. Well, who knows? Anyone could be capable of something like this. Man, woman, non-binary. Why shame? You think we should take a break? Stop here? Gianna asks Billie. Are you out of breath? Let me check your stab wounds. She raises Billie's sweater and shirt and puts her hand on her covered stabs. Billie looks down at her when Gianna looks up at her. Billie's eyes get dark, very fucking dark. Even though it's dark outside, Gianna is that close to the point where she can see the older girl's eye change from light blue to dark blue, black almost. This shouldn't have never happened to you. Gianna shakes her head while maintaining eye contact. You should have never got stabbed. Nobody stabbed me, Gianna. Billie tells her and Gianna furrows her brows. What do you mean? Gianna laughs, putting her sweatshirt and shirt down. I seen you, Billie. You got stabbed 5 times. I stabbed myself, Gianna. Billie admits. She looks down at her with a confused look. Billie steps back with a bit and takes out a knife. And then Gianna realizes it. She is Ghostface. Roll credits. Come back for part 2. Stop, wait, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Follow my Instagram and Snap and turn on post notifications to get notified when I post a new video. Alright. Bye, you freaking homosexuals. Mwah.
I love you.